some barbecue sauce on that bitch then whip it. Coming through so hard, yeah, I get it. When you do my walk, bitch, I get it. Me walking down the street, yeah, me get it. I gotta get this money, she gon' get it. Don't
Alright, peace to the true ones. Niggas definitely ain't telling the truth enough. Okay? Now, I wasn't gonna make any more videos, but Spirit got me working overtime, okay? I'm doing so much shit right now, and I really didn't want to make any more videos. But Great Spirit has me doing a lot of stuff right now, and I need to make things clear. It's all about clarity. Things have to be clear right now. Alright, so if you heard the song in the beginning, shout out to Lady Snoop. I was watching her live stream today, and she said that shit, and it just hit me like, yeah, I'm about to put some barbecue sauce on that bitch and lift it. You know what I mean? I'm finna fuck that shit up, but let me tell you what these motherfuckers is doing. These motherfuckers is picking up protesters while they're not even protesting, but they're known activists in the community. They're picking them up and putting them in the police station right now because they know I'm about to blow that bitch up. Because I told you, this is the month of the apocalypse, and it's time to finish this shit. And I told you, the number 9, the 9th month, September, is divine completion. Even though in September, the word sept is a 7. That's just another sword. That's another sword, okay? And in the midst of that divine completion of September, there's going to be a lot of killing in that month. Even more than it was this month. That month's going to be even worse. But this month is setting the precedent of the apocalypse, and you're gonna watch us blow up so much more shit in this last week of August, the number 8. Remember, time's not real. We're just using the numbers to build and destroy with. Time is not real. Okay, we're just using the numbers to manifest and complete our great work. This is the completion of the great work. Okay? And the whole, like, all the world's governments know what the work that we're doing. They know who's doing it, and they know what it's for, and they know what time it is. And it's important for you all to understand, understand, and overstand, even though you can't really overstand this type of, you can't overstand this. You have to understand and understand what is going on. You have to be one with it and accept the fact that this shit is over. And a lot of people, they're not accepting the fact that this shit is over. They're in La La Land, and people are trying to build things on this plane when this whole plane, the existence of this whole plane, is about to be destroyed because it's third density, and we have did all we could ever do in third density, and it can no longer exist because nothing but fucked up shit happens down here. So my blue flame is coming down here to destroy the whole 3D plane. Everything, 3D will no longer exist very soon. Okay, it's important for people to understand that. And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to show you some things that I've been saying. And of course, you can see the work that is going on. You see how this fire truck is colliding with shit, just like all the police cars started crashing out and shit. And you see that 7 on the fire truck in the background too. And remember, my numbers that I work with to show you, it's like my signature to show you that I'm doing this stuff. I told you a long time ago when I said rounding up demons for Judgment Day, when I first started making videos almost 5 months ago. I only came back and started making videos 5 months ago to prepare you all for what is happening so that people can see, instead of listening to those who don't really know. It's not, and they're talking to doppelganger spirits and not great spirit. Okay, it's even 6s and 7s on top of this bus, and then it's a 7 on the fire truck. See, you have to understand what is going on, okay? And like I told you, 6s and 7s are my signature personally, where I've done stuff. You're going to see 6s and 7s everywhere, and, so that you can tell who's doing what. Because a lot of people out here are saying spirit is telling them this and that, and it's not true, because they're talking to liars. There's a whole bunch of confusion going on, because these spirits that are lying to people are about to die, like permanent death, like no longer existing. They have to go, because they can't change. It's about evolution. If you cannot change, you can no longer exist, because you're going to keep doing the same thing, and we're tired of it. We're ready to move forward in evolution and do new things in a higher frequency of love. Okay? That's what's going on. But these, like I told you, these firefighters got to go, because they get in my way. And you're going to see it's 5s on this article. There's 5s everywhere, because it's a message. Because I've been telling you, these firefighters are in trouble, because they're getting in God's way. They got to let the fire burn. Look, it says 5 people injured, and then it's 5 people down there with the emojis. And I believe this is also, Fox 5. Okay, so that's that. And you know, the animals are still doing their work. They're over there chomping on them. Excuse me, they're chomping on them. Okay. And I said this right here, because this is important too. Each and every last one of us is in a spiritual battle that dates back to ancient times. So these fights that you're getting in, arguments, all this shit, it's from ancient times. Okay. I say you will find yourself in situations where you are at odds with different individuals, whether blood related or strangers. These people are the same ones you've been battling since the fall of us, and it is now time to finish them on some Mortal Kombat shit. Mortal Kombat is real. Liu Kang is based off of me. That's why he turns into a dragon. Okay, a fire breathing dragon. Like, this shit is for real. It's time to finish these motherfuckers in all the ways that you know how. You have to cut them off. Okay, they cannot be attached to you any longer, or they're going to weigh you down. Do you hear me? I said, may the true ones continue to be guided and protected, and so it is. Ashe. Continue to rise, okay? Victory is ours. We have won. People are getting discouraged. Excuse me, not people. That's a whole nother. I don't even want to get into the word people right now. Or beings. Like people say beings. Say individuals instead of beings, because that's a whole nother meaning and vibration right there. You are not a being. Okay? You are an individual. Okay? Let's read this up here. I said, doing the inner work yourself will lead you to peace, although you have to remember that finding yourself comes with uncovering what led to your dissension. Okay, you're going to see the fall of you and why you fell. Okay, all the fighting that was happening amongst family. See, like a lot of people think that white people caused this. White people wasn't around that time. Okay? Now, some of our brothers and sisters did get into white vessels to try and help white people evolve. Okay? They were purposely born into a white family to help. That's why you come in contact with some white people and they be cool as fuck. And you be like, oh, you ain't like all the other. Some of these white people are not white. They are indeed black. Black meaning the soul, the primordial source that you are, the triple blackness that everything comes from. Okay, everything true comes from the primordial source, which is pure blackness, which is carbon, the 666. Okay, it's black. It's not darkness. Darkness is a whole nother connotation of something. But I understand what people mean when they say darkness, even though darkness is a connotation of evil. Okay. Just because you get into your black side of or you let the blackness out of you, doesn't mean that you're evil. Like when you do shit that people will look to you as being evil because you fuck some shit up, or you go and get your own vengeance. You have every right to take vengeance on anyone who has done anything to you. We don't do that turning the cheek shit over here. Okay? That is you being submissive to someone who doesn't want the best for you. You do not have to pray for your enemies, and you do not have to turn the other cheek. You do not have to submit yourself to that type of turmoil. That type of act destroys the soul. If you just keep letting people do shit to you. You don't have to keep letting people do stuff to you. You have every right to take action to defend yourself. You do not have to be submissive to these motherfuckers. Come out of that spell. And another thing, you don't need somebody else to help you. You have the power within you to make any type of change in your life that you need to be changed. Remember, you have that God inside of you. Why are you attaching yourself to things and people, creating these spiritual contracts? These people who do these things to you, their souls are depleted, or they are already empty. They don't have a soul, and they want you to feel like you need them to get to another level when you don't need nobody but yourself. You have to stop leaning on others and start to stand firm in your own foundation. You have a foundation. Go and find it. You are someone. You have a throne. You have a seat to sit on. You have a kingdom or queendom within yourself that you are supposed to be sitting in that seat at this time. You don't need me. You don't need nobody else. That's where, see, these people out here are doing the same thing that these preachers and individuals that fucked up the Bible and twisted it to be what they wanted it to be, to control you. It's another form of slavery. Do you understand? Do you understand? This is something that you can overstand. You can stand over this shit and stomp the fuck out of it. Do you hear me? You don't need nobody but yourself. I'm just here to be the mirror. Understand, I am a mirror to show you and to show others what they're doing as well. That is leading a whole bunch of people to their destruction. We are in the final seconds of this whole program. It's about to be deleted, and the love that I have for my family, even the ones who turned their backs on me and my wife in ancient times, I still have love in you. This whole thing, this whole Kali Yuga was for you to evolve and see that God truly loves you. We let all this happen to show you that trying to sit on God's throne instead of sitting on your own is only going to cause destruction, unnecessary destruction. You have to look in the mirror and see yourself. Call your power back to you, because a lot of individuals are vamping off of your energy, and you are in different places of the world being vamped on and being used because you have a throne to sit on and you're not sitting on it. Call your power back to you. I have already sent your cells back home to you. I told them to go home. All you have to do is call yourself back to you and let that power out so that you can rise. This is very important. I love you. I truly love you. The Great Mother loves you. Your true family loves you. You just have to do the work. None of this is easy. And a lot of you are doing the work. I'm just pushing you even harder because this is not a game. We are really at war. On all the levels of war, like I've been saying for years, we are at war. We have to wrap this up, and you have to realize who your enemy is and prepare yourself for that battle. Prepare yourself in all the ways you know how. because we are in the final moments. Okay, let me finish reading this. I said, doing the inner work on yourself will lead you to peace. Okay? The peace within, the city of peace that you have within yourself, that we are going to physically move to as well. It's within you, and it's also outside of you as well, in a place. It is a literal place as well that we've created. That's why I said, look inside of yourself to see what you have created. And it looks cartoonish, but it's real. It's the truth. It's just on a whole nother dimension. Okay? I said, although you have to remember that finding yourself comes with uncovering what led to your dissension. What has tied itself to you that you don't remember agreeing to, because we made a lot of spiritual contracts with a lot of entities. Okay? And you have to cut that shit off. I said, which leads to a solution of ascension by detaching yourself from the parasites that attach themselves to you through spiritual contracts. Thank them for their service and cut them off immediately. They can no longer live off of you because they cannot ascend with you. Only you can rise yourself. Okay? They weigh you down, and you are to be as light as a feather. Remember that. Okay? Now I had to come back and say that, because Great Spirit been like, man, you gotta tell him this, because it is my duty too. Up until this last seconds, the final second, in fact, I have to tell you these things, because the love of God gives you that much time to come back to you, which is me, which is us, the one. Okay? And in order to be completely whole, you have to cut off those that are taking energy from you, that have you scattered as Osiris was. You see, I said was. I am no longer scattered. I am whole and complete again. And you have to do the same for yourself. And as long as the Great Mother and Father can see that you have the ability to change, you will not be left in this destruction that these false ones are in right now. They don't know what to do, and they keep following others. And even on my first channel, I kept telling you, stop following everybody. This is an individual journey. This is individual, and that is the truth. We can only truly save ourselves. I cannot say that enough. That's why that whole Jesus thing was a lie. Jesus can't save you. Neither can these people. Only you can save yourself. I can only be the message. That's why you see the messenger number around me as well. Because I am a message. I came here to tell you these things to get you ready for what's about to happen. And I cannot emphasize on the fact that we are wrapping this up. And these evil creatures that are still around, the little remnant that is left, they're finding every way they can to try and slow it down, and they're not. Even by keeping those protesters inside of the jail, I'm going to find a way to get every last innocent person that they keep putting in that jail. I'm going to find a way to get them out so I can blow that bitch up. Okay? I am going to complete my work by any means. I am very focused. I'm ready to go home and not just live my life in the city of peace within me. I want to live that on the outside too. I don't want to be in this dimension anymore. I'm tired of being down here, just like a lot of y'all are. We are definitely all ready. Okay? But you cannot be discouraged on doing the work on yourself. Because even when we get to the city of peace, there's still more healing that we have to do. This isn't the end all be all of the healing. This is going to be a major healing shift within you, because we're getting rid of we're getting rid of the shit that has weighed you down. And none of this shit will ever happen again. So that's going to be healing within itself. But you have to, once we get to where we're going, you have to keep on going. You have to keep on rising. There's more levels to get to. That's why I love that Bob Marley song, Natty Dread, because he's at the end of it, he's telling you, he said, I walked up the first street, then I skipped on down the second street. Then he goes all the way up all the streets until he says, I got to reach 7th Street. 5th Street is the 5th dimension. We are in the 4th dimension right now, on our way to the 5th. Okay? We have just entered the 4th. That's why you're able to see us in the sky in these pictures that I show you, because we're not in the 3rd dimension anymore. We're in the 4th. 3rd dimension has to be destroyed, and because people keep falling back down in that. And if you keep falling down in that, that means you cannot change, and that's why it has to be destroyed. And everything that cannot change is going to be destroyed with it. Okay? Just because I'm a warrior and I go out here doing shit and burning shit up and all kinds of other shit, that doesn't mean I'm in my lower self, as people would say, because I'm a destroyer. I destroy wickedness. I destroy things that cannot evolve. I destroy things that are sick and cannot be healed. That's what I'm called here to do. Things that are sick and cannot be healed and don't want to be healed, I'm here to destroy that. I'm here to destroy the cancer cells inside of the Great Mother. Okay? That's what I'm here to do. Things that cannot be healed and will only cause more suffering to existence. I'm here to destroy all of that. That's why you see all this death everywhere. I keep telling you, I've told you before, don't pay mind to all the death that is happening and crazy shit. It is all on purpose. If you pay attention to the numbers, like I told you, it's a story is being told if you decode the numbers and put them into its proper perspective and its true meaning. That's why I've been sent here, even from 2017 when I had my first channel, decoding the rituals and the numbers and flipping everything back into divine order. Okay? I've given you all the tools, whether you realize it or not, to flip rituals being done against you, and it's easy. You don't need nobody to do nothing for you. You don't need nobody to do no work for you. You're supposed to be doing this shit yourself. You're supposed to be freeing yourself. Like Dead Prez said, let's get free now. You have these tools within you. Okay? You can do it. You can do it. You have everything that you need. You just have to continue to keep unlocking it. Okay? I mean, look, I keep posting you the proof. Remember when I flipped that ritual? Look at all the cops that's been dying. Non-stop every day. Cops is dying and getting shot and being in all kinds of accidents and shit. That's just proof that you have the power to do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I am you, and the true is me. We are each other in truth. That's why I keep telling you, pray to be the truth every single day in all the ways that you can do it. Okay? Oh yeah, y'all can go watch this, because if y'all don't see how these two individuals look, okay, look, damn, it skipped all the way down again. Great Spirit don't want me to talk about that bitch. Look, An explosion is on the way. That's what Great Spirit wants you to know. A mighty, mighty explosion is coming, okay? And on that note, I'm going to end it right here. Let me see. Yeah, the flooding is happening. Find your Amakua. Your spirit animal that is you. That you can shapeshift into. Don't be all spooky. Motherfuckers is real spooky around here. And that's another restraint because of religion. Remember, religion means to rely on. They want you to rely on someone outside of you, and that is not what this shit is about at all. Celebrate, true ones. Okay? Celebrate yourself in all the ways you know how. This shit is over. Continue to do your work knowing that this shit is over. Okay? The more work you do on yourself, the faster you'll live in that reality that you desire to live in. The world, the kingdom and queendom that you have created within. The more you'll see it and you'll live in it. Like you'll want to do nothing but meditate all day, so that you can live in that world. Soon that world is going to materialize to you physically, because I'm going to take you home if you have the ability to fully and completely change. Remember, this is all a test. People are being tested left and right, and they're failing. And some of them are people that I love. And it's sad because they're failing. And I've sat and I've done work with them. In spirit, in great spirit, I've sat and I've done work with them, and they still don't get it. They don't get it. That's because they don't have the ability to change, and they keep blaming everything on everybody else except for themselves. Remember, you are the reason you fail. Now lift yourself back up. It's time to rise. Peace to the true ones, and the true ones only. And so it is. Ashe.